So this video is a little less on the positive side. Right as I'm making this, there's not necessarily a happy ending at the moment, but I kind of feel like making this video, if not to help this certain YouTuber, but to also spread awareness in a way, because seeing how easily this whole thing happened was pretty scary to say the least. So I'm literally making this video at coming up to 2 AM, so as it currently stands, the person we're talking about today has essentially lost everything. Like, I've watched this problem of his escalate over the last couple of days, but I just kind of figured we will all just watch it resolve itself over the next few days. But today he even went as far as to create completely new social medias. Anything from Twitter to even a whole brand new YouTube channel. So I believe it all started with this from the 15th of December. Just locked myself out of my Google account, I factory reset my phone, and the same with my PC. This isn't exactly an ideal thing to do when all your two-factor authentication stuff is on your phone or your computer. I was then asked to hit yes on my phone to confirm it's me logging in on my PC, which I can't do now. So I am pretty sure you guys have seen this stuff before, assuming you have two-factor on your Google or YouTube account, which I definitely recommend you do. Basically, if you log into a new device or on a browser you haven't before, Google asks you to confirm it's you on whatever you set as your trusted device. Now, seeing as nathorix just completely reset his entire phone, that trusted device is pretty much gone to him, but it's not gone to Google. So in turn, they are literally waiting for nathorix to confirm it's him on a device that no longer exists. I really hope that makes sense because I don't know how else to explain it. But yeah, two-factor verification is incredibly important no matter what website it is that you're using. However, seeing as this has come up as a pretty major problem, it seems like there is one or two flaws to it. Although I do suppose it's actually very easy to avoid this happening to you. Most, but not all, authentication systems give you the option to have backup codes, which are basically just little codes that you should keep somewhere that you absolutely will never lose them, like a whole write them down on a piece of paper in real life kind of situation. So in the event that you do ever reset the device that you had the two-factor stuff on, you have the backup codes just in case. You see, if you have them written down in real life, you can't exactly factory reset your life, so the codes are always going to be there as long as you can complete the simple task of look after piece of paper. In reply to his original tweet, it also seems like he tried to log into Steam, which then required the two-step verification codes from his email, which is the Gmail from the Google account that he just lost access to. And the same goes for his Roblox account and his Discord account. So at this point, not only could nathorix not log into his Google account, which is literally how you log into YouTube, but now it's turned into Steam, Roblox, and Discord, and probably a lot more. So having absolutely no access to any of those at this point, that's actually pretty scary to think about. Team YouTube did eventually end up replying with some supposedly helpful tips in regaining access to the Google account, but he did seem to think that the reply was from a bot. I appreciate the automated reply, but in my tweet I stated that both my phone and computer were factory reset, none of them are recognized as known devices. But do not worry, because YouTube replied once again, except this time they took it to DMs, which hopefully is a good sign. No one really knows, to be honest. A few hours later, we seemed to get an update and things were looking pretty good. Update on me losing access to my Google account, YouTube DM'd me and were pretty helpful. I should have it back soon. So I guess it turns out the whole YouTube DM situation did turn out to be a good thing in the end. But fast forward to another few hours later and we have another tweet. Looks like I can't upload for 3 to 5 days. So basically it seems to say that the account was placed in a security hold due to unusual activity, and that security hold was gonna last around 3 to 5 days. And I mean, I'm pretty sure nathorix uploads a few times a day, and if not, at least once a day. So to go from daily uploading to nothing for a whole 5 days straight can already potentially be pretty damaging. But you know, I guess everyone was still holding on to their hope at this point. It could possibly take 5 days to get the account back, but at least he was getting it back eventually and in one way or another, right? You see, I absolutely know all of this extra security stuff is incredibly important to keep hackers out and to keep your account safe, but it seems difficult to find a balance between all of the security and being able to keep access to your own account. But you know, like I said at at the start of this video, this isn't even happening to me, but just the pure thought that it could happen to literally anyone is pretty worrying. So I think the fact that nathorix was worried at this point was just really obvious. But then after that update tweet, we didn't get anything until the next day, or today as I'm making this video. And from this one, it seems like all hope that I was just talking about was gone just like that. Looks like I'm not getting access to my channel back. From this, it looks like nathorix attempted to contact Google support and just explained the whole situation, to which they literally just straight up replied with, "Hi, thanks for reaching out. It doesn't appear that you have filed a claim for the account indicated. Please follow the steps to ensure a claim is filed." And yes, this was after all of the contact he had with YouTube, and I'm assuming he already followed some kind of account recovery steps through YouTube. I mean, obviously this is a huge mistake, but I just kind of fail to see how that could happen. And a couple of hours after this point was when he decided that creating all of the new social medias would be his next step, which, like I said, was everything from Twitter all the way to an entirely new channel on YouTube. If I'm being honest, I don't even want to think of what it would feel like to be on the page to be creating a new channel. Like, he even joked about someone hacking into his own channel just so they can give it back to him. This whole situation is just so incredibly sad to be watching. And although I said this video doesn't necessarily have a positive side, but there is one small thing. As I was about to finish this video, an hour ago we received yet another update tweet. There may be hope. So all of the hope that we just threw right into the bin, we better grab that back out. nathorix basically explained to YouTube how not uploading for 5 days straight can be very damaging, just like I said, and requested for the case to be escalated or pretty much just looked into a little quicker. And they literally just replied saying he needs to wait a few days, and also that he shared his email so he should delete one of his tweets or something. But then the next day they sent another message all on their own and pretty much just told him that they see he's majorly concerned and that they're actually going to try and get him help by getting him in contact with an account recovery specialist. So that is as far as this whole thing goes right now, and that's where nathorix is currently at. And I honestly really do hope he can get everything sorted and doesn't lose everything, because that is a huge hit to take, and I don't even like thinking about it. Because you know what, you guys can say what you want about nathorix and you can absolutely have your own opinion on him, but I genuinely feel so bad for him, and I can tell you right now he doesn't deserve for this to happen to him. I can't even imagine how it feels, and no matter what has happened in the past, this is not a worthy punishment. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of this whole account loss situation. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.